Welcome to another episode of Ranked Network. Today, better powers. I'm assuming is like better power systems in shows or better abilities from individual characters. Let's get started. Okay, ice powers or flight. Hold on, ice powers or flight. Now, here's the thing. It's showing Katara, but I'm assuming it's only the ice. It's like only ice. Now, let me just crap that. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, ice powers alone, solid. You gotta think of other characters though. You gotta think of other characters. Katara was a bad, like, you could think like the Mr. Freezes of the world. Mr. Freeze. Who's another character? What's his name? Aokiji, One Piece? I don't think it's Aokiji. But like the One Piece character with ice, he's hard. He's hard. One half of Todoroki, hard. You gotta consider it. Or flight. That's a classic though. That's a classic. Me, if it's like me and I could do this like ability that I would want, that's how we're gonna do this. What ability am I going to pick for myself? Between manipulating ice and flight, I wanna fly. Telekinesis or fire powers? Fire would be tough, especially if it's like fire force. Telekinesis is cool, obviously. Don't get me wrong. But if I have like fire, like pyrotechnics, pyrokinesis, from Fire Force, you could do a lot more with telekinesis though. Especially think about it, if I had it in the real world, someone cuts me off in traffic. Grab your car, flip it, gone, you're done. So, very tempting. This is actually pretty tough for me. I think the main thing that's making me with the fire powers is the if it was Fire Force. Because if it was regular fire powers, let's say I was a firebender. Cool, but then I'll just pick telekinesis. So in this case, since it's pretty vague, I'll go telekinesis. Laser eyes or portal? I'll go portals. If I didn't pick fire powers, laser eyes is kind of just like a really concentrated heat fire power. You get me? It's cool, don't get me wrong. Especially if you have like dark side omega rays, fire. But just the thought of being able to portal anywhere and to go anywhere, portal. Now if it's like his power, then because I think you have to be there for him to use it. But if it's like in general, I could think about Africa, then go to the continent of Africa, I'll pick portal. It might not go too far, but anyway, we'll see. Shape-shifting, super speed. Now, it depends how fast. You can't go too fast without being the Flash and having the Speed Force. Because if you don't have the Speed Force, that's what stops the Flash from, breaking his whole fucking leg. But let's say I could have super speed where, like, I'm the fastest human. That would be hard too. Now, shape-shifting is cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm a Flash fan. Moving fast, come on, bro. Sukuna's powers or 6 eyes. This is crazy how these are grouped together. This has to be on purpose. But which of Gojo's powers makes his brain go crazy? Isn't it the 6 eyes? So then he has to use reverse curse technique. I wouldn't want Sukuna's either. Here's where I'm gonna argue. I wouldn't be able to use this properly and I would die because I'm not Gojo. So I'll pick Sukuna's powers. But then I have an out to not pick Sukuna's powers later because I'll be like, I don't want a devil in me. Boom, done. Sukuna's powers. Take control of people, absorb, copy, and adapt. Bro. To be adaptable, like, if you know X-Men, Darwin, come on, bro. No brainer. Take control of people, especially if you're doing it like him. I'm good. I don't want that. So, super strength or time stop? Time stop. Do I really have to argue it? Yes, super strength is cool. It might be more practical to have a regular life, but like time stop, even if it's 5 seconds, is gonna give you an advantage, bro. Mind control or ultra instinct. Mind control in this sense, to be able to control someone, it's better and will probably go way farther than ultra instinct on his own. Ultra instinct is just so I could be him. It's the ore farm. I would just ore farm with ultra instinct. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm trying to find practical ways I could do this. Ultra instinct in basketball would be tough. I'll be unstoppable. I'll look like Kyrie Irving on crack. Like, nah, yeah, ultra instinct. For me, as a DBZ fan, yeah. All right, quarterfinals. Flight, a classic. And telekinesis. I think telekinesis is gonna move on. It's very strong. But if I didn't bring mind control, how am I gonna bring telekinesis? I don't know. Okay, let's think about it. Powers that I want. Powers that I want. Flight, realistically, bugs gonna get into your eye. You might have to deal with air traffic control, bro. You're gonna be very noticeable. Like telekinesis, I could use the advantages and not be a known public figure. Telekinesis, I could float myself, so it's not like Superman flight, like I could go to Cancun in 2 seconds. But I can levitate. That's hard. So I got all the benefits of telekinesis, moving things around and all that stuff, and I can still levitate. Just not Superman fly across the world flight. I'll pay telekinesis. I'll pay telekinesis. Super speed. Easy. Yeah, portals could probably technically be faster, but depending on the super speed, you could get somewhere before the portal. So, super speed. Now, my argument. Sukuna's powers, yeah, they're powerful, but Sukuna is kind of a devil, and we don't do with devils. We're with God. So, absorb, copy, and adapt. Yes, sir! I got out of it. I smoothly got out of having to pick that. Now, time stop or ultra instinct. This is actually very interesting. Do you just want to be able to stop time? Let's say it's the max 8 seconds or ultra instinct. I think ore farming is better. I'm not Dio. Dio, like, you gotta understand. Here's how I see it too. Do I have time stop and the stand? Do I have the world? Or do I just do me, myself, I get the ability of time stop? I feel like if I don't have the stand, I want ultra instinct to ore farm. And also, I don't want to stand. Now I gotta find a bunch of other standings. Ultra instinct. Telekinesis or super speed? Now here's the problem. It depends on super speed. It depends on super speed. If it's like this dude, I want telekinesis. If it's like Flash, I want super speed. But I think we gotta assume it's like the picture. So I want telekinesis. Now, absorb, copy, and adapt. I'm picking Ultra Instinct. I'm picking Ultra Instinct. Why? Now, don't get me wrong. Absorb, copy, adapt. Oh, wait, hold on. I really gotta think about this. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking about this. I'm not thinking about it. Okay, let's look at the pros and cons. Let's do pros and cons. This is semifinals. Let's see. We can take our time. Let's do pros and cons. Absorb, copy, and adapt. In many ways, you're kind of unbeatable. You're kind of unbeatable. Like, nothing will surprise you. Like, you'll get beaten by it at first, but then you adapt. You could do the same thing. Ultra Instinct, the ore farming is cool. Now that I'm thinking about it, though, nah, I gotta go observe, copy, and adapt. I forgot his name in One Punch Man. I forgot his name. Garu? Garu. Yeah, no, yeah, he was tough. He was tough. I think this ability is better. I think the ability is better. Ultra Instinct, don't get me wrong, it's like godlike reaction time. But if anything that happens to you, or you could adapt to anything, I think it's the same deal. I think absorb, copy, adapt is the best thing here. I could use it in the real world. Yeah, it's not the most flashy things, and people might not even notice, but I know that I'm basically unbeatable. Or not unbeatable. I'm beatable once. I take everything to like basketball because it's such a read and react in a physical game, right? If you hit me with a move, not only can I do that move, like tween cross behind the back, not only can I now do that move, you're never gonna get me with that attack. You're never gonna get me with that. I'm gonna know how to block your shot every single time. Absorb, copy, and adapt, bro. You are able to adapt to anything in your way. And if it's the real broken kind, like I'm talking like Darwin from X-Men, now you can't die. Absorb, copy, and adapt, man. Let's see what other people pick. I think mine was pretty good. Oh, no. This is mine. Oh, never mind. Oh, this is mine. I thought it was other people's. Okay. I don't think I really, some things I could have put more consideration in. Mind control could have went further. It could have. I'm happy I picked telekinesis. I was iffy on that. I know some people are gonna look at Six Eyes and they're gonna be like, what are you doing? I know some people are gonna look at Six Eyes and be like, what are you doing? But I think absorb, copy, and adapt. Depending on who you are, mind control or take control of people's minds. Chat, that was a episode of Ranked Network. For YouTube, thanks for watching. For Twitch, you got like an hour and 30 minutes left.